はい、皆さん、こんばんは。音量、やばそう、まず。こんなもんか。なんかね、ちょっと操作しないと落ちちゃうから、先にちょっと設定だけやっていきたいと思います。ちょっと待ってよ。あー、待って。落ちちゃう。ちょっと待って、出落ちすぎる。これは。待って。なんで待って待って待って待って待って待って待って待って待って待って。なんで落ちるんだ？なぜ落ちる？何が良くないんだ？待って待って、本当に待ってほしい。重いのか？待って、クソ重い。なんか落ちるな。ええーっと。どれで、あれだっけ。えーっと、これで適用して、パッドでもできるんだ。パッド、まあ、いっか。落ちる。なんで？ちょっと待って。待って待って待って、何が悪いんだ、これ。ん今までこんなことなかったのに。ちょっと待って、クソ出落ちしてる。なんでだ？あー何と相性が悪い？ VTube スタジオか。OBS か。ちょっと待ってよ。治ったっぽいか。えーっと、やばい。やばい、超事故ってます。えこんなこと起こる？なんで？ゲームが落ちるとか初めてなんやけど。 いけるか、無理やり行きます。なんか、グダだな。今日やるのが、クトゥルフ、コールオブクトゥルフっていうゲームで、2019年に発売落ちたんだね、これがね。なんでちょっと待って。なんで落ちるの？ねえ、出落ちが過ぎるよ。ちょっと待って待って待って待って。今までこんなことなくてめっちゃ焦ってる。待って待って。本当になんでだ？すいません、有識者の方いらっしゃいませんか？ゲームがね、今までにない落ち方をするんですけど、すいません、ちょっと誰か有識者の方いらっしゃいませんかね？ちょっと待って、これか。ちょっと待ってよ。えーっと、できるだけ全部消してんだけどね。なんか落ちるんだよね。これで、これでどうだ？ちょっと今インスタントリプレイをオフにしたんだけど、落ちるよね。インスタントリプレイをオフにしても落ちるんだよね。ゲーム側の設定か？ごめん、本当にごめん。なんか、ちょっと一旦ゲームを切ってるわ。なんか普通、なんか起動してるってか、テストで起動だけした時は落ちなかったんだけど、時間が経ったら落ちるのはなんでだ？ごめん。なんで？うーん。パソコン有識者の方いらっしゃったりとか、いたしませんかね。全然 CPU とかメモリには負荷かかってないんですけど。重いのかこれ。もしかして。めっちゃ重いのか？もしくは、落ちる。すんごい落ちる。 えーっなんでですかね。なんで落ちるんですかね、ゲームが。プツーって切れるんやけど。これ、なんで？あ、なんか落ちる人いる。俺だけじゃない。落ちてる人いる。待って待って、解決方法。なんか今そういうバグがあるらしいです。なんで？ゲームが落ちるんだけど、ちょっと待って。みんな、なんかレビュー見たらみんな強制終了してる。どういうこと？ちょっと待ってよ。これで、ちょっと待って、頑張って復帰するわ。なんか、なんかやらなきゃいけないらしい。はあ。なんかね、システムプロ、何これ？パティを開いて、画面下の、えーっと、え変数名を、なんかさ、なんか、クトゥルフ、クトゥルフやってる時に、やりたい時にこうなってんの、めっちゃ回線悪くない？めっちゃ回線も悪いんだけど、回線のせいじゃないぞ、でも。ごめん、ちょっと一旦全部再起してくる。ごめん。本当にごめん。ちょっと待ってて。ごめん。一旦再起してみるわ。なんかね、 ごめん、これで、なんかずっとぐるってる？ぐるってそう？ごめん、復帰したこっちは復帰した？ネットも終わってるっぽいんだよね。クソ調子悪そう。頼む、届いてくれ。今はまだ大丈夫。もう、せっかくゲーム買ったのにさこんなことある？頼む、落ちないで。もうこれで落ちたらわからん。もう本当にわからん。いった頼むよ。もうこれで落ちたらタルコフに切り替えるよ、もう。無理だもん。わかんないんだもん。ちょっと待って、なんでコメントが出てないんだ。はい。いけそう。なんかいけそう。なんかいける気がする。まあいいや。ちょっと一からやろう。なんかいける気がする。いけますか？はい。すいません、ぐだりました。めちゃくちゃぐだった。ごめん。コメントがうまく出ないかもしれないけど、なんでだろうね。昨日は出てたんだけどね。あ、ゲーム動いたっぽいな。あ、動いた。お待たせしました。大変お待たせいたしました。コールオブクトゥルフこれより始めたいと思います。まあ、元は、なんか、クトゥルフ神話っていうのを元にしてるらしいんですけど、すごいモスキートもする。あ、モーションブラーオフにして正解だったかもね。えー、っと、はい。感度たっけえな。要は。何これサメだな。あ、このゲームはコントロールがしゃがみらしいです。何これどういうの？ あ、しゃがんでおいっすいっす。待って、なんかね、コメントがね、出ないんだよね。中さんウィッス、なんかコメントがね、出ないんだよね。なんか今日すんごい、すんごいなんか、あれだな。ちょっと待って、テストコメント送っていいか？あ、わかった。そら映らないわ。そらそうだわ。ちょっと待って。そらそうだよな。映るわけねえよな。そらそうですと。ちょっと待ってね。これを、こうして、こうして、すいません、これでどうでしょうか。ダメですか？なんかコメント欄出ねえ。前までなんか出てたのに。うえー。なんか今日ダメだ。なんか今日すんごい、あれだ。こっちか。今日グダグダだ。なにこれ？照らす必要のあるアイテム。E で拾うのね。はいはい。ほうほうほうほう。なるほど。で、まあ基本 E でやると。おー、びっくりした。私に続き運命は逃れたいほどにお前を引きずり込む。まあコメント欄、今回はね、ちょっとごめんなさい。出しません。はあ、びっくりした。あはあはあはあ。ちょっと今回は、コメント欄は諦めます。次回までになんとかしときます。最初も具だって、今ちょっと、なんか、あれになってる。わーお、これシャチじゃない？キモいなぁ。目ないんだけど。あ、俺もなかったわ。ええあ、っていう夢を見たんだ。 確かに萩しかいねえ。手帳を見る。ピアース探偵事務所。ウェントワース探偵事務所と契約した俺の探偵事務所。対戦の後、俺のような輩でも仕事に困らないボストンで旗を掲げることにした。つまらん案件が続く。不倫、復讐、勘違いの失踪。古びたソファーはベッドよりも心地が悪く、それから空いたボトルも片付けねばなるまい。だがここは俺の場所だ。今のうちはな。今のうちはな。あされそうなドロワーがある。何これ。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
何これ何これ。案件。俺の記憶を食い止める治療はもう必要ないと医者は言うが、これをやめれば戻ってくるのは分かっている。そうなれば、いつの日か俺に朝が来なくなるだろう。治療の快なくまた夢で声を聞く。だが今度は違う正体不明だ。遠い昔の得体の知れない深淵から浮かび上がってくるようだ。俺を呼ぶこの名もなき生き物は何だ。生物。わー、これあれだ。わー、これ、あれか。もう、引き返せないんだ。酒でしょこれ。まあ、一旦飲んどこうや。命運を左右します。うるせえな。
I'm listening.
ウェントワース探偵事務所と契約を結ばれている。おわ、読めない読めない。
I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
キャラクターポイントを割り当ててください。各キャラクターポイントでスキルのスコアを上げます。なるほど。次、何これ。筋力がプロ、調査、目星、心理学、オカルト、医学。割と医学はいる気がする。8ポイント持ってる？医学。でも目星もいる。これは絶対にいる。TRPG において目星とか絶対いるじゃん。これ話術もなんか話しかける系ならあれだよな。心理学とかだ、あれだっけ？嘘ついてるかどうかわかるんだっけ？調査。まあ、目星は振っといて損はなさそうだよね。
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
要は探偵を統括しているところが仕事ちゃんとせえよと。
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
はいはいはい。 ちゃんと仕事しなさいよ。質のある仕事じゃないと嫌だ。みたいな、そういう感じやね。どうもここには私が高く評価している人間のアドバイスで来たんだが、まさか酔っ払いのねぐらだったとは。帰っていただいても結構ですよ。君は今誰と話しているのか分かっているのかな。早い流れが早い。読めない。
Are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
依頼を受ける能力があるか、それとも酔っ払いかな。
Means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
ホーキンス。
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
ああ、行かれたやつが殺したみたいな話。
I've brought all that I have. Look.
Look. その絵見たら発狂するやつじゃないの。発狂するだろ、女の。
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
これでサラ・ホーキンスが悲劇的な死の少し前に、書いた奇怪な絵画。これが父親の元に届いたのはその死の直後のことであった。彼女が差出人であると確信しているらしい。彼を俺に調べさせるために絵画を持ってきた。裕福な実業家のスティーブン・ウェブスターが事務所にやってきた。一家と共に火事で死んだ娘から名を取ったサラ・ホーキンス事件を再調査してほしいという。この事件について知るには彼のまとめた資料に目を通す必要があるらしい。これで
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
配送伝票、判読不能な部分もあるが、住所の一部は解読できる。ダークウォーター第36号倉庫。調査報告。出火元はダイニングで一家全員が犠牲になったという。警察は事故として片付けているが、サラ・ホーキンスの精神的虚弱という主張と、それはなぜだろう。切り抜き、サラとダークウォーター出身の実業家チャールズ・ホーキンスの結婚について書かれた、一本の記事。二人はそこで一人息子のサイモンと隠遁生活をしている。はーん。で手帳を見たら何かやることが書いてあるってことね。はいはい。次は絵を調べろと。
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
メッセージが込められてる。
Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
これを見てどう思う？この話何かがおかしいですね。何がおかしいんだ一体一体何がおかしいんだ。解除された答えって何？まあでも、人間じゃない可能性もあるよな。夢もある。夢と繋がってるのか？あ、でも夢とこの事件が一緒とは限らないもん。でも普通の絵じゃないよな。
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
絵と事件を解読しろと。はあはあはあ。で、第36号倉庫については
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out.
娘がそこから送ったかどうかを
Find
解明しろってこ
Warehouse
と
36.
Darkwater.
ダークウォーターはどこにあるんだ
Where is that?
It's a small remote island.
ボ
off
ス
the
トンの
coast of
沖に
Boston.
にある小さな離れ小島、サラはそこに息子と夫と住んで
I
いた。
suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must
娘に
uncover.
関する秘密が隠されている。君はそれを暴かなくてはならない。
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a
警
fly.
察は頭おかしいって言
She
っとったけ
only
ど、
thought she saw things.
俺の娘は普通だみたいな。ここに本当には何かがいたんだみたいな。
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth
娘の
about
人生
her
と死の
life
真実を暴いてほし
and
い。
death.
The sender's label mentions
これ一緒か。
Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
あ、一緒
That
だっ
is
た
what。you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find
ダー
Warehouse
クウォーター行ってこれっ
36.
て。この話何かおかしいですね。
Big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This
この
case
事件は一筋縄ではいかないようだ。
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up.
まず分かって
An
ることを
artist
まとめま
dies
しょ
with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death,
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding
う。
Sarah
36番
Hawkins'
倉庫を
death.
見つけろ、まず。
You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer, but it's not like I
妙
had
だ
a
な。
choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt
北
find
大
some
西洋。この
information
本
on
に
the
島に関しての
island.
情報があるはず。で、本棚にダークウォーターの
Darkwater is off the coast
ボ
of
ストンの
Boston.
沿岸にある。だが今まで一度も名前聞いたことはない。
According to this book, it was
この
often
島は
mentioned
19世紀の
during
最後あたりの
World
ク
War
ジラ
II
漁
at
の
the
季
end
節
of
に
the
よく話題にな
19th
っていた。その子が敬遠されるよう
century.
にな
It
っ
seems
た
to have
よ
been
うだ。
shown since then.
ダークウォーター島は、14世紀より無人であり、失われた民族の遺物が今も無数に残されている。単純で原始的な信仰を伝える、生きた証拠。ロマンを呼び起こしがちであるが、彼らの神々というものがどれほど獰猛であったか忘れてはならない。置き去りにされた深い洞窟の壁を、巨大な生物がまがまがしく飾り立てている。海の神なのか夢の神なのか、知る者はいない。だが、現代の島民であり、誇り高き捕鯨漁師の子孫らは覚えている。マサチューセッツ沖合に浮かぶ小島の謎深く忌々しいストーリーを。
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that a good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
おいおいおい。 何開けれるだけなのこれ。取れないの？
I used to be an avid reader.
あー、これ調査とか上げてたら、あれかな、見れるんかな。
The lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders.
まあもうダークウォーター行くか。もう一回酒飲んどくか。もう一回飲んどくか。第2章ダークウォーター。ピアースはホーキンス事件を受けた呪われた画家が火事を起こし、自らと家族を犠牲にしたとされている。唯一の手がかりとして彼女は父親に、気味の悪い絵画を残していた。配送伝票の住所はダークウォーター島の埠頭にて建てられた倉庫。ここがピアースの調査の、開始点になりそうだと。はーん。なんかな。カルトがいたんじゃねえのこれ。要はリアル産地になってしまった娘の死を調査してくださいっていう、あれでしょ？オープニング来た。オープニングか？フォーカスホームインタラクティブプレゼンツ。俺もタバコ吸いたい。
We're almost there.
.これよりコールオブクトゥルフ開幕でございます。クトゥルフの呼び声だったかな。いや、クトゥルフ神話はね、面白いよ。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
荷物を下ろすってさ、
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce. Why, thank you, Captain.
あ、無人じゃないの？無人だと思ってたけど。
So, what wind brought you? Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
すごい限界都市みたいな。
Sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man. And his wife, Sarah Hawkins. A nice young woman and a great pain.
ああ、絵は描いてたんだ。
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
へえ。
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
フィッツロイに話しかける。漁師がシャチの死体の周囲に集まっている様子を見て現地警察の話を聞いてみるか。フィッツロイ船長は、校長事務所の書庫でホーキンスに知ったことを話してくれるという。バーに行くブラッドリーに話しかける。何があったんですか？
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36.
36番倉庫知りませんか？
Ah. And so who are you?
お前は
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce.
エドワード・ピアースです。
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
答えられないんだ。
Or you don't want to.
Oh, no, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you.
医学触れる。
Blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
へ
Only a
ー
specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
医学上げてたらこれ何をどうやって殺したか分かったんだ。
Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
バーってどこだ？ここか？
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
禁酒法。禁酒してるんですか？マスターやってる？えぐ。やってることえぐい。ほほほほほ。
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun. And I sincerely
ごめんて。
apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
まあ一旦飲み
Captain
物は中止
Fitzroy
でしょ
told me about a little
注文しよ
camp.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
待って、これやばい酒じゃね？
I think we'll get along well.
後ろでなんか儀式やってね。命運左右しますって出てるぞ。
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
ダークウォーターは？
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
な？
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
幻覚はひどかっ
The way
た
I
の？
see it, the truth is
真実は
really
物の
a
見方
question
にあ
of
る。
point of view.
あ
What do you
ー
mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things?
Yeah.
Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself.
あ、
Make
絵があ
up
る
your
んだ。
own mind.
絵見たいな。オッ
I've
ケー、あり
got
がと
what
う
I。need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never
まあめっ
known
ちゃ良かった
such
時代があったっ
mirth
ちゅう
since
こっちゃ。
Do you know where this
36
place
号
is?
倉庫はどこだい？
Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang
なあ、
around.
ホーキンスの倉庫なんだっ
Why
て。
not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
へえ。
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the
儀式やっ
superstitions
て
that
んじゃ
go
ねえ
with it.
の？
But I'll say
これ、
no more.
高齢術みたいなの。
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Thank you.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got. That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger. So long.
ああ、なんか、
Nightmares.
何かとささやく声が聞こえる。ああ、
right to treat us like this. To read her and appear at various
理解。
locations. Finds a new reader.
お前だ、お前。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
ごめんって。
I told you to beat it.
ああ。フィッツロイって誰だ？
He laughed.
My God.
フィッツロイ。フィッツロイってここの人？
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're
積
on
み
the
荷目
table
録を
next
出
to
して
you.
たあんたの隣
But
の
in
机
truth,
に
you're
ある。
likely to be disappointed.
がっかりさせそうな気。終わったらデッキに来る。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this
フィ
woman.
ッツロイ船長はあの女キャットについて何て言うだろうな。脅迫状船長、契約条件は明確。配下を抜かりなく管理すること。我々は挑発することはできない。なお、このメッセージへの返信は不要。金は使いのものにキャット。
These manifests are signed
こ
by
の積み荷
Charles
目録にはチャールズ・
Hawkins.
ホーキンスのサインがあるが、それしかこの目録からはわからない。今でも、判読可能な日付は一部のみ。1890年、1907年と部分的な日付。残りは黒く塗りつぶされている。誰がこの情報を隠そうとしているのか。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
医学が進歩したのね。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
なるほど。
What a macabre souvenir.
背筋も凍るような。これがなんで拷問器具なわけないか。開いた。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're
目
totally
録は読めるもんではなかった
Yeah, I
ぞ。
saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the
奇跡の獲
miraculous
物以
catch
降、
of
クジラが上がってない
1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
奇跡の獲物
Well,
ってな
from
んだ
what Charles inherited, I presume. Although these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
ホーキンス誰か別の人と契約したってこと
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is
倉庫はあっ
opposite
ち
the
にある
jetty.
のね。
You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
あの
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're
あ、あれ
interested.
義足か。
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
確かに。
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
はあはあはあはあ
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
で、キャ
I
ットっ
found
て
a
誰だい
threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd
Oh, man.
prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
見ちゃっ
Are
た
you。being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay
ま
protection
あ、用心
money.
棒代を払え
With
と。
any success?
I
よ
wouldn't say
脅迫して
that,
きてんのね。
but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
会話が滑らかなのはいいけど、あれだな。
I shall be on my way.
So come back
読めない。
and see me when
読
you
む
have
スピードがない
something。
2ポイントある。心理学振っといて、誰かが嘘言ってるのを気づきやすくしよう。36号倉庫に行くんだよね。
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah. He's gonna get us.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
結構ボロボロだよな。
Sign. There's something.
倉庫入れなくね？
Go on, you can tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you know who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at
うん
it?
うんうんうん
I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
36号倉庫に入っ
This
て
guy. No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
うーん。話
I've got
術
to
を
get
テスト。
inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
なるほど
I
ね。
bid you gentlemen farewell.
このルートは使えなさそうだね。
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
どっかから入れんか。どっかからは入れんか。なんかないか。めちゃくちゃ警戒されてるよな。多分、あの人たちと会話しても何ももう得られないから。
You shysters, you're
カ
crazy.
ニ。んで、こっちに行ったらこっちに行ったで。
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
ほうほうほうほう。
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
船長に聞きに行きな。
I've seen the kind of messages they're boxed.
船長が何か知ってるん
You're
かな
not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with
あ
her.
の人って誰だよ。
I shall take my leave.
船長に何かを聞きに行かなきゃいけないっぽいんだけど。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
ゲートの下に侵入口がありそうだ。ラチェット装置。はあはあ、
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
目星がなんか反応してるのか。
A whale vertebra. This place is full of junk.
え、何？
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
え、ライターとか出したんだけど。
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
歯車をつける。なんかまだあるんだな、タコとは。多分、これ。まだなんかあるぞ。いやー、ミスる。こうね。こうね。お、なんかあるじゃん。メカニズムを
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
お、全部見つけたってことね、これで。はいはいはいはいはいはい。これ地下から行けるってことですな。
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
お、筋力のあれいけたってこと？
Damn, I broke it.
あ。壊れた？どうすんの？積んだ？ハンドルの代わりもう一個ないですか？おー、びっくりした。
Little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
すまんね。
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
強っ。
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
積んだ？積んだっぽいか。なるほどな。あの女が仕切ってるから、あいつを説得して。
Back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I
私
mentioned
有地の
earlier.
一部だから入
And
れ
yet
な
the
い。
place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by
あ
old
ー、
sewers.
昔の下水で繋がって
You
る
mean
ん
that
だ。
there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
どっかの倉庫に地下道があるってこと？あ、地下道がさっきあれ失敗したところか。なるほどね。ってことは、あの女に話しかけて、交渉しよう。
Another break? Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
いや、こいつはちょっとカマかけた方が良さそうか。
I'm fascinated by the history of the whaling station.
Huh. You certainly don't lack style.
センスがなかったらしい。
But enough of the jokes. You reek of private eye. Who did you come for?
The Hawkins family.
Now why doesn't that surprise me? A little advice, though. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us, and they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first
最
whalers.
初の捕鯨員たち
These
の
people
末裔。
truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for
あ
that
ー、飲
reason
む
that
よ。
I've
ホ
come
ー
to
キ
see
ンスの
Are you
倉庫入れて
pulling
く
my
れよ。冗談じゃないんだよね。
you. A whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return.
しかりっ
Do
て
you
ことね。
accept?
まあ
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie.
ほうほうほうほう。
Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
ブラッドリーズ誰？
Back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
ちょっと早く歩いてくれませんかね。キャットさん。開いてる開いてる開いてる。先行ってていい？
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
筋力値上げてたらサクッと入れたってことか。ボロボロじゃん。
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
– ピッキングじゃねえか。
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you.
ありがと
I've
よ
done。enough mothering for now.
さあ行くか。
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
何これ。再現シーンに入りました。
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
睡眠導入剤？銀剤か？心理学。
What happened here?
殴ってんな。
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
うわ、心理学上げててよかったか。
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
で、2ポイント持ってる。ちょっと筋力上げとくか。うわ、これ、人じゃない？魚か？気持ち悪い。魚か。小気度。何も空いてないってことね。
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
捕まるの？筋力プロ。心理学をテスト。まあ、奥先生がいる。
Seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce.
わあ、ダメだな、こ
I
れ。
hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
ブラッドリ
So
ーって
you
こいつか。
confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the
Oh.
way.
なんだ、素直じゃねえか。
Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
バチバチやね。
You.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
誰かが見てる。
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
なんか今、ヒエーンって音が出た時ちょっとビビったわ。ドーンってくるんじゃないかと思った。さすがにね。まあちょっとビビりすぎたか。こいつ口裂けてない？え？なんかいない？
place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
やつのウィンチェスターのおっさん。
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as...
サイラス is 誰
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error.
こいつ割とまともの人間か
It's mistake. Anything else?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right.
手
Let's
伝って
go.
もらおう。そっちのルートなんだ。あ、こっちなんだ。なんかあれじゃない？なんだっけ、エルデンリングとかダークソウルとかに出てきそうなマップだな。
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
サイラスって人に、
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality
あ、
on the
尊敬されてたんだっ
island.
て
I。don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
サイラスが
I
嫌って
didn't
る説もあ
expect
る
to。set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
オカミオ。あいつは、え？待って、なんか、何あれ？あ、灯台か。木が倒れてて、なんかある？なんもなさそう。
This entrance is still in use.
おお、びっくりした。
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester, lower that axe, and let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his
こ
daughter.
れか
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
こいつが実は狂信者で
I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do.
なんでだ
Go on then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
おっびっくりしたお前なんで
Pierce, shall we enter?
せやな
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
ピアスとブラッドリー巡査はホーキンス邸の、庭園を探索した家族は敷地の墓地に葬られ、サイラス・ウィンチェスターが守っている。今も主人への忠誠心をせず、斧を手にこの場所を見守り続ける年老いた世話人である。ピアースとブラッドリーは、彼をなだめることに成功し、ホーキンス邸への鍵を受け取るのだった。二人は建物に入って火事現場を探したと。なるほどですね。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
さて火事現場を見つける。こう行かないとダメ？
This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
에なんだあと。これでもない。ここでもない。これか。
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
割った。でここに多分サラ
Sarah
がいたんだ。
Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
何かがあったに違いない。一体何が？何もなかったのである。
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
っていうか、食事とかはそのままなんだね。腐食はそんなに進んでない感じか？そんなに時間経ってないのか？いやでも何ヶ月か経った？
Silas managed
Let's
to
see
bring
if
the
I
fire
can find something
under
the
control,
cops missed.
but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
何かがあるはずだ。
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
酒飲みだった。
Did someone escape the fire?
誰かが逃げた？ウィンチェスター？
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why?
お、なんかおるって、女おる女。
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
からは出れない。ここら辺には何もない。他は？これでどうだ
？If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
確かに。なんで燃えなかったんだろうね。
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I think that some of your colleagues should turn in their badges. This room is bursting with evidence that seriously contradicts the official inquiry.
Well, of course, Mr. Holmes. Like what?
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, They wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For
誰か
heaven's
に向かっ
sake.
て投げられたんです。
The report doesn't mention that.
そしてこの火事は事故ではなかった。
was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
うわー、これどれだろ
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
ん待って、なんか今物音したかった。ガ
These
タン言うと
bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose? The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
じゃあダメっぽい。
Do you know that the Hawkins were among the wealthiest families on the island?
何何何 白
Moby
芸
Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
白芸
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
はいなんだろう。
What do you know about Charles Hawkins'
ホーキン
activities?
さん何しとったの
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
お前もしかしてワトソン枠か
Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well,
Greek
てかっ
mythology.
て
Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus,
あ
and
ー
mother of Scylla. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet.
ク
last
ジラ
century.
漁の本じゃない。何これ人骨
There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting.
何これ
20,000 leagues under the
海
sea.
底2万里
Another story about the
深海の
mystery
ミ
of
ステリー
the
物語。やっぱさ、誰かクトゥルフ読んだんじゃないの
deep. Crowbar could prove useful.
と言ってないのが。
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call
サラ
the
はこの人が警
police?
察に電話すると口に出すようなことを言い出したようだ。彼女は一体何をしたの？前略。ご存知の通り、私は常に一生から君とご家族を高く尊重してきた。あいにくながら、これ以上奥様の行動に目をつむっていることはできない。先週彼女はまたも私の客人を恐怖に陥れた。悪意はないことは承知しているが、フラー先生のもとに置くべきである。彼だけでも正気を取り戻させてくれる力があるだろう。再び騒ぎが起こるようなことがあれば拷問のようにも思えるが、警察を交えるしか方法はあるまい。敬意を込めてアントン・ウェラード。アントン・ウェラードイズ誰ー？なんかよかった、今。待って待って。
Locked.
ロックで。子
The
供
boys' room.
部屋だな。なんかあったんかな。
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer.
トム・ソーヤ
Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills.
睡眠薬。
Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
こいつも狂ってたの
What was
か？
wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
わー、うわい。
Simon's troubles went
晴れて
beyond
んな。
problems. That kid saw something.
これ母親の影響だろう。絶対母親の影響だよこれ。なんかがある。サラ・ホーキンスの事務所の鍵。ここか？おーい。うわ、魔法陣ある。
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
あー、オカルトあげたらこれがもしかしたら何かがわかるのかもね。
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
サラ・ホーキンスが売った絵が全て記されている。結構高値で売
It seems the
って
last
ない？
one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why.
フランシス・サンダースにタダであげたの？なんでだ？
The door is blocked on the other side.
逆側から塞がれてる。鍵は開いてますと。
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting
サラ・ホー
worried.
キンスのエージェントは心配し始めていた。
Seems she wasn't giving
彼女
any
はエージェント
signs
に
of
しまれてい
life.
る。君が孤島へ身を隠して以来、君の美術に惹かれるコレクターが増えている。どうか新しい送ってほしい。最後の作品たちは実に陰鬱で奇怪で、他の絵画とは一線を画す、感動があり、値は高騰している。最近の売り上げによる君の取り分を同封する。一つ忘れないでくれ。初めて君の才能を見出し、世に知らしめたのは誰だったかを愛を込めてマクシミリアン・エル。
Bradley? Is that you? What will her room reveal about her?
行きたくないんだけど、向こう。
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
なんか XX に使ってたってこと？ 何これ。何これ。サラ・ホーキンスのスケッチは、解剖学的研究というよりは、恐怖の画廊だ。彼女の夜を襲うものを描いているということか。もう人ならざるものだよね、これ。オカルトが進歩した？これなんかまだあるな。
Perfect.
まだなんかある。どこかにまだなんかある。あ、チェックついてる。上怖いなぁ。あの絵怖すぎだろ。うおー
You! Stop!
Huh?
Did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far. This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Do you really
As if the
think that your
bookcase has been
fugitives came in
moved
here?
several times.
I don't.
This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
壊れるかな。お、またまた。
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Well done, Pete.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is.
飛行機の写真すぎるだろ。
Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like an old seaway map.
オロ地図。
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
これで でも、どこに逃げたんだ？ホーキンス邸下のトンネル、ホーキンス邸内部、火事現場が秘密を明かした。生存者を追うピアースとブラッドリー巡査は、現場を調査し、証拠を求めている。フードをかぶった男がサラ・ホーキンスの作業場に飛び入って絵画を盗み出すと、探偵と警察官は後を追いかけた。チャールズ・ホーキンスの事務所まで追走すると、発見したのは秘密の通路。ピアースとブラッドリーは、邸宅下のトンネルに入る。
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective now.
なるほどね。
That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct.
まあ一旦今日はちょっとここまでにしておこうかな。ちょうど4章入ってちょうど良さそうで、まあちょっと最初グだったけど、まあ大体2時間かな。というわけで、また明日続きやろうかな。何の予定も入らなければ。という感じです。はい。お疲れ様でした。じゃあ、こっからがでもあれじゃない？本場じゃない？やっぱり。こっからが、まあ、このゲームのクトゥルフの真相に迫っていくところじゃない？まあ、またね、明日ちょっとできればやろうと思っているので、お楽しみに。第2回かな。結構ね、これマルチエンディングらしいんで、能力値とか選択肢とかによって結構変わるらしい。はい。それでは、お疲れ様でした。皆さんおやすみなさーい。